Hello and welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm Mary Trimble with your readings for April the 9th through the 15th. If you're coming back, welcome back. Thank you for coming back and joining me. And if you're new, welcome. I just want to so first of all, this is for your sun, moon and rising. It's always good to check out the other videos. The links will be below in the show more section. This is a general reading, guys. If you'd like a personal reading, the information will be there, and all kind of through the video at different points. You can click on something. I don't know, somewhere. Can't quite remember where it goes. So thank you so much for those of you who've got personal readings. I really appreciate you, and I really enjoy doing them. Now, I want to thank my patrons too. I have a Patreon page that I just started up. There's links on my YouTube channel, or there'll be links in the video and down below. You can check that out. It's another way of supporting me. Now, a little bit about the astrology. Now, between the 7th and 10th, well, this is for the 9th through the 15th, we've got this lovely energy of Venus trining Saturn and Mars. So that's kind of a really nice energy. So we're going to feel that at the beginning of the week. And then on April 14th, we have, also, I do have to say that at the same time, the sun is squaring Pluto, so that's a little challenging. And it's about, look, when the sun squares Pluto, particularly at this time, I think a good question to ask yourself is because Pluto is about the hidden things, right? So what is it that I haven't addressed? And trust me, things are going to come up for you that you haven't addressed, and you're going to have to address them. And sometimes it doesn't feel good, right? But when you do, then you can release it, and it's something that's done, I know there's something that I haven't done. And I keep thinking about it and keep thinking about it. And I'm going to get that done before the sun squares Pluto. I don't want it coming up for me as a surprise. I want to get it done beforehand. Now, on April the 14th, Jupiter sextiles Pluto. Now, this will probably have more of an effect on the global. We'll probably get more of, the Me Too, it's about bringing out these secrets, right? This hidden stuff. So I have a feeling that we'll see more about, the Me Too movement. We'll see more about the Never Again. We'll probably see some corruption and litigation things coming up for governments around the world, maybe. So that's the kind of thing. And then on the 15th, we see the week out with a beautiful new moon in Aries. And it's conjunct with Uranus in Aries. Now, this is the last time, because then Uranus will be moving into Taurus. So this is about getting up and doing things. It's about that spark. It's about being excited. Aries is that fiery passion. So it's a really good, and it's a new moon. So it's a really good time to start things, and definitely, intentions, following things through. And we're going to have that feeling of hope and spring, and it will be exciting. So that's a really nice energy to end the week. So without further ado, first of all, please like my videos. Really helps me when you like the videos. Give me a thumbs up. Press the little bell, and that will notify you of when my videos will be uploaded. And comment. I read every comment. I really appreciate all the comments and the feedbacks. And what else? Subscribe if you haven't already, and share it on your social media. And please follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Thank you for tuning in. And now let's go to your readings. Hello, Taurus, and welcome to your reading for April the 9th through the 15th. And a lot of cards. You have a lot of messages this week, Taurus. The first card that came up for you is the 8 of Swords. You see that? The Eight of Swords is when we have that feeling of being trapped. So perhaps we're telling ourselves that we can't live in the place we want to live in. We can't get this job. We'll never have that money. These are old kind of, I'm in a relationship and I can't get out of it, or there's no way out. This is what you're feeling. So you're feeling trapped in something, whatever it is for you. You have to ask yourself, really, because this is also about not looking at the truth in the situations and really not looking at the situation with clarity. Look, she's got the blindfolds on and she's got these swords around her and she's just feeling trapped, but really she can get out. So this is kind of, this is the mental realm. So this is about you believing it and thinking it constantly, thinking about, you can't have what you want. You can't do what you want. You can't, it's that feeling of not being free to do and have or make any decisions that you want. Now, clarifying it, of course, is the Hermit, darling. And it's the number 9, right? You've got 8, 9. Now, this is like things are going to change for you. But the Hermit is like the light at the end of the tunnel, right? And the Hermit's asking you to go inside, quieten that mind. You've got to change that. You've got to take the blindfold off and really look at the situation for what it is and be open to seeing the possibilities as opposed to only seeing the problem, right? So how to do that is meditation, darling. I know you're probably sick of hearing that, but that's how we clear our mind. That's how we quieten it so that we can think clearly and make really rational decisions, right? And then when you have that, when you take a break from society, sometimes it's taking a break from society and learning everything you can, because this is also about wisdom. The Hermit will kind of, learn everything and just take a break from everyone and just be in solitude so that they can have that laser focus and come out with all that wisdom. It's about learning all the wisdom. And I always say, listen, that wisdom is just a few deep breaths away. It's within. All the wisdom, all the answers are within us. And also clarifying it is the 3 of Earth. Now, this is about building a solid foundation, and it's also about teamwork. You are being asked to commit to working with others, and whatever you will, when you make a commitment like that and you do work as a team and as a team player, not trying to take control, but being part of the team and being open to other suggestions, then this will create a solid foundation in which for you to thrive and to be in abundance. So that's that. And look, the six of swords, it's saying move on, darling. You're ready to move on. Get in that boat and sail away. None of us know what's around the corner. We honestly don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. We don't know what a few minutes are going to bring. We don't know what's going to happen. The only thing in life that's guaranteed is change, right? This is saying, you can't stay where you're at. You have to move on. Now, if that's mentally, come out, take the blindfold off. It's time to move on. Just get in the boat and sail, because you have the Star card, darling. And the Star is all about healing. It's healing physically, emotionally, spiritually. This is, oh my goodness. Yeah, oh, wow. Okay, so you have to move on from that feeling of being trapped. This is a time to bring that up. Look at it. What are you in fear of? And ask yourself, is it rational? It's time to bring that stuff into the light, Pluto's, playing a big part this week. It's about bringing that stuff into the light. When we bring that dark stuff up, into the light, it shrivels and dies. We can heal it. And the Star card is here she's sprinkling starlight where there was once darkness. She's going to, your path is going to be illuminated. When the star card comes up, that's what it's saying. But you must take the blindfold off. You must ask yourself those searching questions. And then for the last position, 3 cards came out, darling. So moving on and healing is definitely in the cards this week. And then you have public accolades. This is about really being celebrated publicly. I always say this can be as little as, a family member saying how wonderful you are, or how good you are, or, in public, not one-on-one. This is about getting public. This is about being celebrated publicly, right? This is about feeling the rewards from all the hard work that you've done. So then you've got the 3 of Wands, which is also, darling, you've got to make optimistic plans. You really have to make long-term. This is saying really make a long-term optimistic plan. This guy's waiting for his ship to come in. He knows his ship's coming in. And he's standing at the dock waiting for it to come in. He's worked really hard and he knows that that's coming in. And that's the kind of energy that you have to have. And you've got the Queen of Swords, darling. So whatever you do this week, be kind. This is about softening your language, how you're communicating. Be really careful. Think before you say something. Mercury's in retrograde. That's all about, being misconstrued. We say something with maybe with a harsh tone or something. And so this is saying soften the edges, darling. Soften the edges. And clarifying it as the sun shining on you, darling. This is your time. Honestly, this is an illusion that you're in this, you're feeling that you're trapped. You're feeling trapped. You're thinking that you're trapped. This is an illusion. You've got to get out of that because everything is looking amazing, darling. The sun is shining on. It's your turn. You're the star. Everything's going to go your way this week. You just have to be kind to people. Be careful of how you communicate with them. And you've also got to look at what it is that's making, take your power back. Sail away to greener pastures, in your head. Stop that old negative thinking and limiting. It's a limiting thought pattern that you need to change. Taurus, thank you so much for tuning in. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week. To inquire about or purchase any of Mary's services, please email mary@liveinthesolution.com.